Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Today we got a marathon by Travis. Thank you so much, Travis, for sponsoring this video. I appreciate it. All your support, all your Travis is one of those subscribers that literally has the ability to leave the first comment. I don't know how he does it. It's almost like he waits for it and then it's there, you know. So I post the video, he almost knows like when I post stuff. So I don't know how he does it, but hey, he has figured it out, and I congratulate him, of course, for that, you know. So again, also Travis is a content creator. I wanted to recommend his channel. It's simply Travis Finley. If you want to look it up on YouTube, support him by subscribing, you know, watching his videos, you know, liking, all that good stuff, everything that gets you into the algorithm. Just like we say, you know, if you like the video, if there's something of value, and like the video, subscribe, leave a comment, share the video, all that good stuff. So if you want to check out Travis's stuff, it's right there under Travis Finley. I think he has some other YouTube channel. Channel's not really sure, but he can also leave that in the comment section. You're welcome, Travis, to leave that in my comment section, whatever you want to share, of course. So today we're going to have a marathon designed by Travis, and this is called From the Cutting Room Floor. So that's what I'm going to pretty much call it as well in the description. So we're going to do a couple of songs, mostly audio, but we're going to do one video. That's the second song of this marathon. We're going to do in order here. We're going to start it off with Howard Jones. Things Can Only Get Better. Let's see. Is that it? Can Only Get Better. Yes. And the album here in question is called Dream into Action. This is from 2011. I hope that's correct, because sometimes, you know, Spotify has a record of screwing up, you know, the names of, you know, particular, the years of particular songs. Now, next one, we're going to look at Deee-Lite. The band Groove is in the Heart, the official music video. I'm going to pull it up, and it's not the best quality, even though it says full HD, digitally remastered and upscaled. I looked for a different version, but I think that's the best one we were able to find. So we're going to watch that. Then we're going to go back to full audio. We're going to do New Order. Blue Monday is the song from the album Singles, 2005. Then our fourth album is going to be Duran Duran, Rio. And I thought, oh man, I think I've done that before, but I did another song from the same album called Rio. So I've not heard this. So this is from the album Rio, like I said, 1982, Duran Duran. And we're going to finish it up with Yazoo, or simply known as, I think, Yaz, because of some, I don't know, feud with another band that had the same name. But we're going to do Situation Upstairs at Eric's. And this is from 1982. And I've done a song from this particular album. For some reason, that one got blocked. And that was super unfortunate, because all the songs were UMG, Universal Music. They're like ruthless, you know, even though with my trick, you know, of adding, you know, the intro and outro by Warner Brothers, even even with that, it still got blocked. So sometimes it's just like impossible. Sometimes it's just, you know, studios are just bizarre, because they're making literally money and they're saying, no, I don't want to make money, I'm going to block your video. It's super bizarre. And yeah, so then the video gets blocked by, I think it's a thing between YouTube and the copyright of the studio, and they can't really figure it out how it works. And then they're basically losing all that money of the revenue that they're getting when you guys watch the video. So it's just baffling. But well, you know, we're doing our best, and so I'm gonna have a great time. Thank you again so much, Travis, for sponsoring the video, you guys for being here, for watching. I hope this is to your liking. Let us know, both of us, in the comment section, if you like this. And that's how you inspire, people to maybe do another marathon or something, because it's really fun. It's really difficult to put a marathon together. I've tried by myself. I wanted to put a marathon together from like music from another world. So I chose some Hans Zimmer, Interstellar. I grabbed the theme from Alien, the first one, super ominous, just like, so I wanted to create like this flow, and then it turns into like this theme from the Predator, which is more like dun, 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 so it's you have to listen to the marathons like 5-6 times yourself and say, oh, this is pretty good, now I'm gonna request it. So that's, I guess, the way I would do it. But yeah. All right, so here we go with Howard Jones. Now I don't really recognize anything except Duran Duran and Yazoo, but hey, I trust that this is going to be amazing. I know that Travis has great taste in music, and again, thank you so much. Here we go with the first song, Howard Jones, Things Can Only Get Better. Here we go. Damn. I love it. 1985. So obviously I knew this was going to be wrong, like the 2011. I think that's the remaster. This was amazing. These beautiful like hooks, you know, the you know, and boom, 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 boom. I don't know, something about, you know, composing this type of music. It's so easy to get into. It's catchy. It's it has great sounds, you know, 80s sounds of the synth, and it's not even too much. I love the bass here. All the instruments. I love the singing. Reminded me a little bit of actually Duran Duran or like Tears for Fears, you know, in that voice kind of like, you know, style. And also the singing, great stuff. Like obviously gets you moving immediately. That's something, you know, that music nowadays doesn't really do, you know, like Alexa and I, when we go to Mexico, mostly of the time, we never really go to any clubs here. But when we go to Mexico, everybody wants to go to a nightclub, you know, because it's a lot of fun. And but the music they play in those clubs, it's just not this, you know, it's not the same. And I don't really feel like dancing at all. If they would put on this at the nightclub, it would be like, and it's not because, I don't know, it just sounds very good and danceable, and it's just good. It's a good time, and it's about the lyrics are, you know, not about just, I don't know, you know, most of these new songs, the lyrics are just not good. You know, they're usually about, I don't know, you know, I don't even want to get into that, but it's there is music out there right now that's being made that's amazing in that kind of style, but you have to look for it. It's not being played on the radio. I know like artists that are into this type of music right now, but it's very underground. It's like indie, you know, music. So unfortunately, but so obviously it's not going to get played in, you know, nightclubs or stuff like that. But hey, this was awesome. Super cool. Thank you so much for the introduction. I've never had heard of Howard Jones, so now I have. Really cool. So let's see. So the next one here, just want to look at the okay, so Deee-Lite, Groove is in the Heart, the official music video. Let's pull it up. I'm gonna, thank God I have two monitors. I'm gonna put this here so I can put it up here. And, you know, I'm just going to let it run for a second without volume, because if there's a commercial or something, I don't want it to ruin our video. Sometimes it does happen, you know, with videos that are super famous. I don't know how famous this is, but not really watching. But there's a lot of Austin Powers stuff happening. You know, only know Austin Powers when he does like the, in between the video, like the, that kind of stuff. That's how this video looks like. Very 50s, but obviously 80s, you know. So I'm not listening. I can't hear anything. But it looks like, you know, the first commercial kicks in about at a minute. So let's just wait. And I'm literally looking at my guitars here in the camera. So I don't think there's going to be a commercial. But let's just give it another 10 seconds, because if the commercial comes in, I'll be so mad at myself. But it looks like it is clean of commercials, of ads. And yeah, let's just go. All right, let's put it from the beginning. And here we are. All right, let's make it a little bit bigger. And here we are, Deee-Lite, Groove is in the Heart official music video, digitally remastered and upscaled. All right, let's put up the volume and boom.
We're going to dance. We're going to dance. We're going to dance and have some fun.
Nice bass line. Dig.
Chills that you spill up my back keep me Satisfaction when we're done. Satisfaction of what's to come.
Okay, can you see that I'm kind of lagging? That always happens. The first video that you put on always kind of lags, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because the quality is too high. Let's put the quality a little bit lower, but I'm loving that. Doom, 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 doom. Like, I love the bass line here. Let's see if am I still lagging? It's only gonna be this bit. I mean, you know, let's just look at the video and enjoy. Here we go. You don't have to look at me, you know, if I'm lagging.
Satisfaction when we're done. Satisfaction of what's to come. I couldn't ask for another. No, I couldn't ask for another.
Oh, that's right.
Your groove, I do deeply dig. No walls, only the bridge. My supper dish, my crocketesh wish.
Sing it, baby.
I couldn't ask for another. No, I couldn't ask for another. Groove is in the heart. Groove is in the heart. Groove is in the heart. Groove is in the heart.
I don't know. I think I've heard this before, if I'm completely honest. That da 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 da. But you know, that's what it is. You know, with music and commercials, it could have been. I don't know. They changed the lyrics up, but this is really fun, and I love this. Like, you can do that with a straw or something. I don't know if it's like they use that in like cartoon sounds and stuff like that. This is really fun. I love it. Really, really cool. And very catchy, the whole thing.
Groove is in the heart.
I'm definitely lagging, but hey. Watch out.
The depth of the groove moves us through the dance hoop. We're going through to one year's who. I couldn't ask for another. No, I couldn't ask for another. DJ Soul was on a roll. I've been told he can't be sold. He's not vicious or malicious, just lovely and delicious. I couldn't ask for another.
Something lurks in this torso. Heart got a deal you wanna know. Delightful, truly delightful. Life making it, doing it, especially at a show. Feeling kinda high like a Hendrix haze. Music makes motion moves like a maze. All inside of me, heart especially. Hilt of the rhythm, where I wanna be. Come on, flowing, glowing with electric eyes. You dip to the dive, baby, you'll realize. Baby, you'll see the funk inside of me. Baby, you'll see that rhythm is the key. Get witty, can't think quitty. Stomp on the street when I hear funk blue. Playing pop pipe, follow her to shoot. Baby, just sing about the groove. Sing it.
Groove is in the heart. Groove is in the heart. Groove is in the heart. Groove is in the heart.
Oh, I thought it was over.
Blow them on the lawn.
Groove is in the heart.
Groove is in the heart. Groove is in the heart. Groove is in the heart. Groove is in the heart.
All right. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about the lag. You know, it's something that we just can't figure out because, or it's either, let me just like, the picture in picture, it's either, sometimes the resolution of the video, or it's how big it is on my, you know, here on the side. Oh, sometimes it's because it's the first video that and the computer's kind of like getting used to, and this computer has a lot of RAM, so I don't know why, you know, it slows down. It's just like a mystery. Like sometimes it works perfectly, sometimes it doesn't. It's just, you know, it's, and especially, you know, I don't want to interrupt the video. Maybe I should just like say, hey, I'll be right back, and then check. But I guess it's gonna look hilarious, like me dancing out of sync to the video. I think that's even funnier than, you know. But this was a great video, great song. Let me check when this was. Groove is in the heart. Doom, 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 doom. This was done, and then people are like, what is the meaning of Groove is in the Heart? Let's see, when was this recorded? 1990. Deee-Lite, yeah. People thought it was like maybe like they took a sample. Oh wait, Herbie Hancock. Okay, so it makes sense. Though the album version was not recorded until 1990, the song was originally written in the late 1980s. It was performed live as early as 1989. The backing track was built around many samples, primarily the main riff from Herbie Hancock's track "Bring Down the Birds" from the Blow Up soundtrack, and "Burn and Bird Get Up." Cool. We saw Herbie Hancock live. That was amazing. But yeah, makes sense. Sometimes, you know, like we've heard it with MC Hammer, you know, doom, 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 doom. And then it was, and I remember listening MC Hammer, and I was like, this is so good. You know, but it was, I guess, from Super Freak. Who was it? Rick James. So yeah, Rick James was the original creator, I guess, of that lick. I don't know him or his bass player, but I don't know if am I still lagging? I have no idea. I have to look here. It's also, maybe it depends on what monitor it's running. I have no idea, you know, having like dual monitors. Let me just, you know, let's do this just for, you know, I don't want this whole video to lag, so I'm just gonna stop it real quick. And all right, so I think it should be back to normal. Everything is running normally, and let's continue. We're gonna play some Blue Monday from New Order, and let's see, let's go with, here we go. Travis knows his dance music, man. I'm gonna play this after the marathon for Alexia. really quickly, I was like, this reminds me so much. Like I always, always when I listen to like 80s electro music or like synth, like I think of Atomic Blonde, and it's in the movie. This song is in the movie, but among others. So Blue Monday, but by another band, not New Order, by called another band called Health. Then we got Cat People by David Bowie. We got 99 Luftballons by Nina. Der Kommissarium. Funny, I know these. And then The Politics of Dancing, Demonstration Voices, Carrie, Finding the UHF Device, then London Calling by The Clash, Iran. I just did that. So I mean, you see, Susie and the Banshees, George Michael. There's like Peter Schilling, Major Tom. So yeah, the soundtrack, the movie is amazing with Charlize Theron. That's literally her name, because it's not Charlize Theron. It's like they asked her, "What's your name? How do you pronounce your name?" And she's like, Charlize Theron. So yeah, I was like, well, okay. She's amazing. So yeah, I watched that movie Atomic Blonde. It's set in Berlin in the 1980s. Great soundtrack, gives me vibes. Obviously this song is in the movie, so yeah, it's so cool that I remembered. So that's where I know this song from, you know, but it's maybe like 30 seconds, 20 seconds. So ooh, I got it. I know these are all samples, but they're amazing. So good. So good. So this is pretty much how like Giorgio Moroder, who was a very good friend of my dad's, and they were living in Munich at the same time, and my dad had this very popular nightclub. And even when we went to Munich this last year, I was asking around, and some people knew still. But basically, I remember that my dad told me a story that he was like, I want to make music of the future, you know? And my dad is like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I need like this, you know, this this click in the music, like this artificial beat, you know. And if I get that, I can just compose around that. And then he came up, you know, with great scores, Scarface, Apocalypse Now, Midnight Express. All these are movies that are like amazing, you know. I don't know if he did too much, you know, scoring. He did a lot of electric music with Donna Summer and stuff like that. So that's what I've heard of, you know. But it's such a cool thing that my dad used to be friends with him, and even like bands like Daft Punk, they pay tribute to him. They have them on their last album. He even had some, you know, lines, and he talks about back in Germany, you know, and he talks about that time, you know, when he was playing in discotheques and stuff like that. And that blew me away when I heard that track, because it's called Giovanni Giorgio or something. Check out that track, Travis. It's gonna blow your mind, because he literally talks about being in Germany, hanging out with these people, you know, and one of those was my dad. So that's freaking awesome. So my dad had a lot of cool adventures when he was, you know, younger, and in the 70s and 80s. So and he didn't really tell me a lot, but I also know some stuff from my mom. And so he wasn't really like, he wasn't too keen on sharing that stuff. It was just like something, you know, not very important to him, but very cool indeed. So next one is Duran Duran. This light got so bright. Like, I don't know what's happening, but maybe finally we have our voltage back, because the last couple of days have been very windy. So you could see this light that I have here, like just like that, you know. So, okay, Duran Duran is next, Rio. But just to talk about this last track, that was incredibly creative, the way they put it together. That dum 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 dum, that beat with the bum, with all those drum samples and all the pa, 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 pa. It's just so cool, so creative for that time. And that's what reminded me, like, that's what people in the 70s were like, yeah, I want to make it futuristic music, you know. And that's what they came up with, you know. So bands like Kraftwerk, you have to check him out. Kraftwerk is German, and there's another one, Tangerine Dream, but they're more like, you know, like almost like Zen, you know. All the stuff that I've heard, they're not really like techno, but check him out. Also another cool German band. I think a lot of good electronic music came out of Germany. Okay, Rio, Duran Duran, here we go. so good. Like this hook, like this. Her name is Rio. Da, 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 da. That's the hook right there. That's like so memorable, and it's also the way he kind of like sings that part with his voice. You know, very low register, and it's so catchy. And Rio actually means a river, so her name was River, and in Spanish, Rio. And every time I would look at this cover, or last time I was like, I did a reaction to this album. I was like, Rio, like in Rio de Janeiro, you know, like Brazil, or Rio, like. And now I looked up the Rio Grande and where it is and stuff. Like I, for some reason, I didn't know what it was. But yeah, now I know. And but I love that it was like about a girl named Rio who dances across the Rio Grande. You know. Really cool. But yeah, just like the whole package that is Duran Duran, it's such a great electronic synthy. I mean, the bass was just off the charts. It was like dum, 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 dum. I mean, it was all over the place. That guy's not joking around, because you could play some synth bass really easily. No, that guy was like shredding on the bass. So I love that their music is just these really incredible, you know, hooks and memorable, you know, choruses that you can sing along, that you remember, and they kind of like don't leave your head. That happens to me, especially like we just did a reaction to Eminem, and I can't, like, it's always in my mind, this freaking part that Dido sings, and I'm like, Alexa, like, oh my god, it's driving me nuts. And then I guess the only thing that works is to put on the song, and then you kind of like your brain leaves you alone for a while, but then it comes back. I mean, it's just, you know, that's just one of those things that if you can do that, compose something that's catchy and that won't leave people's heads, then you're good. You're golden, you know. That's what you have to do. That's why, you know, jazz musicians don't make a lot of money, because there's not a lot of repetition. It's all improvised. And so, yeah. I guess that's why pop music is so popular, because, and it's even in the name, popular, pop, you know, it's just, it sticks, and it just sells, you know, whatever you can remember. If you can sing a song after the first time, you can, then it's gonna make money, you know. So okay, Yazoo, or I think they were just called Jazz or Jazz or Yas. Let's see, Yazoo. I want to see the drama. Yazoo. Mm-hmm. Something that I read about, that they had to call themselves differently. Yazoo, known as Yaz in North America, were an English synth pop duo. All right. So yeah. So, and then consisting of former Depeche Mode member Vince Clarke. Oh wow. All right. Well, that's, you know, that's useful. That's useful information. Let's go for it. We're going to listen to Situation by Yazoo. Here we go. Right? Literally. I was like, is that Beverly Hills? I feel like I just returned from a rave. I love it, man. Really, really cool. All these songs. I did... Right now, I looked up, because I was like, I think I've done some Yazoo, and guess what? I looked, the only song I've done, and this was with Tears for Fears, and Everything But the Girl, Things by Lamb, Goldfrapp, Yazoo. The song that I did was exactly this. I did not recognize it. I guess it's too foreign to me. And unfortunately, this got blocked. It was because all the songs were by Universal. Luckily, the one, I looked at the song Duran Duran as Warner Brothers. New Order, Warner Brothers. So like, Travis, you did good. You did good. And it's going to be impossible to block this because it's too much. It's the intro and then 3 songs of the marathon are by Warner. Let's just hope for the best. Because I know last time you requested a marathon, it was blocked for 48 hours. That sucked. So I hope this is going to be better. But yeah, unfortunately, I'd heard this before, but it did not like ring a bell. You know, it's just, I guess, too, I guess there's so much repetition there. And, but I was like, is this like, instead of making the connection, I was like, oh, I've heard this before. I made the connection with Beverly Hills Cop, but hell, you know. So again, thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. Let me know, guys, how much did you enjoy this? And again, also thank you to Michael for the other marathon. Unfortunately got blocked. It's already up on Patreon. Everybody can watch it there. So if you want to check it out, unfortunately that happened. You know, I hope it doesn't happen with this one, but it's you know, we just have to be a little bit more careful not to choose all the songs from the same record or all the songs from the same record company, because then YouTube kind of like freaks out and all hell breaks loose and then they block the video. So it's literally automatic. It's like AI doing it, you know. It's not even someone behind a keyboard like being, you know, it's just like it just happens. If there's too many songs from the same record company, YouTube automatically says, okay, this is like a full album, it should not be on there, something like that. So again, thank you so much for requesting this marathon. I had a lot of fun. Thank you, Travis. Again, check out Travis's channel, Travis Finley. You know, thank you, and I hope everybody enjoys this. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.